This video is part of a series of videos intended to give an overview of the forms used by the American Red Cross in our shelter operations. The shelter log form is used to record the important or unusual events that occur in the life of a shelter. The log documents the events that occur in the normal day-to-day operation of a facility. You would enter the fact that dinner delivery was late, but not that you ate dinner. You would enter the fact that a shelter support team came by and promised a second computer, not that the showers got a more thorough cleaning today. It may be easier in some ways to think of what you wouldn't enter. No private, personal, or confidential information, that's paramount, and no events that happen every day at the same time in every Red Cross shelter. The personal, private, or confidential issues, by the way, should be documented in the shelter manager's log. This is the log form itself. The top line is standard stuff, the date this page was started, the DR number, and the name of the shelter. Next are 3 columns to record each event: the date, time, and name of the person making the entry description itself, and an indication of whether this entry requires a follow-up or not. Let's dissect a couple of the entries that may make this clearer. First, B. Smith made an entry at 4:30 a.m. A local police officer stopped in to make contact. His name and badge number are noted, and he was given a tour of the public areas of the shelter. A good cup of coffee, by the way, is not considered a bribe, and no follow-up is necessary. This is a good piece of information to enter. A couple of days from now, the name might be useful if B. Smith or any other person in the shelter needs to contact the police on a non-urgent matter. The 4th line documents an issue with the food and the manager's answer to the problem. While not unconditionally recommending the solution that was implemented, this is a good one. The clients will be happy, and the expenditure might well motivate feeding to perhaps look into how coffee is being provided to the shelters. Notice the last sentence in the description. Emailed DHQ. D. Jones was thinking outside the box to problem solve, but he let his supervisor know what he did. Good move. It's important to reiterate the caution that nothing personal or private should be entered here. This is not the place to document a personality clash between 2 Red Cross staffers, nor to document a law enforcement request to search the dormitory. These issues should be recorded in the manager's log. Think of the shelter log as a resource for the staffers who follow you or work on the opposite shift, to give them situational awareness. And if this is your first deployment as a shelter manager, make a copy of this log on your last day. It'll make great reading 6 months from now. Your first shelter log.